what did you do to keep yourself motivated, say midday when you're making 50 calls a day?
Midday? Well,
Yeah.
by midday, I would have had appointments that I would have been tending to. So
Mm.
everything that I was booking in days prior in the morning, I was doing the actual discovery calls
So
in the
you had
middle of
some
the day.
chunks in your schedule to kind of break that up?
Yeah,
Gotcha. Very
basically.
smart.
But I don't think, and even with virtual sales mastery, when I teach salespeople that, it's the same thing. In that case, I knew I needed to do 10 outreaches. And out of those 10, I would have five look at my outreach, and I would book 1 to 2 to 3 people a day, CEOs. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just, you do have to become a machine in your discipline in that regard. And a lot of that can be stressful for some. And that's where that coaching comes in. Will tell me where that's a challenge for you. Maybe what's working. Okay, well, maybe we need to change the script. It's not rolling off your tongue. Let's make sure we keep the bullet points right, but let's phrase it in a way that's maybe a little more natural to you. And I think a lot of salespeople kind of just, oh, it doesn't work, so I'm not even going to try.
I
Well,
see
why are
that
you?
a lot. How long do you think somebody should really put into what I call getting the marbles out of your mouth, right? If you don't sound like you know your business like nobody else, and if you can't speak succinctly in order to generate interest, then you got marbles in your mouth. How long do
Mhm.
you think somebody, who's been in sales for a couple of years, how long do you think it takes to get that consistency and that confidence going before you can say, "Oh, this isn't working"?
Well, I think it depends on the person. Are we dealing with one of those A players, or are we dealing with a B or a C that we're needing to coach up? Because I think with
Exactly.
a B or a C player, it's going to take, and it depends on, are they going to practice?
Right.
It's like it's like
If I'm
almost
a
like
C
people.
player, I better darn sure be practicing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if they're practicing, if they're putting in the effort, if they're showing up to coaching sessions, they should be able to crank on that, I would say, consistently within a week to 2 weeks. If it's an A player, they should be able to, boom, grasp it within the week easily, maybe 3 days, where they don't have the marbles in their mouth. Now, that just might be me. I know I scored, like, I don't know, something ridiculous, like 96 out of 100 on thinking speed. So I tend to pick things up quicker, and I have to always dial it back when I'm coaching salespeople and realize, okay, what's their thinking score? Okay, they're not going to be able to pick this up as quickly. Let me dial it back. Let's work this in chunks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Great
this
point.
person needs a lot of reassurance. Okay, I need to make sure I give a lot of reassurance because I am someone that scored a 4 on reassurance. You could throw me a crouton. I'll keep working. You don't have to say anything to me. So I know for me, I have to look at those ThinkX scores and say, okay, I need to really overcompensate to be able to serve this person in the way they get coached.
Yeah, true. That's one thing that a lot of people don't think about is a lot of the assessment tools that we utilize, they not only help the individual who's being coached, they also help us to be better
Mhm.
coaches for that individual. And even a lot of times too, just gaining empathy. I love Erica because her ThinkX profile was actually very similar to mine. And so it's actually kind of fun sometimes when we get to be highly skeptical and controlling with each other. And sometimes there may be some bad words that fly in our conversations. But I get to get things off my chest, and she gets them off her chest, and it's awesome.
But it's never towards each other. It's always
No,
about.
it's like venting, right? It's therapy, it's therapeutic.